Ever wonder how the ultra-wealthy spend their billions? The richest people on the planet have more money than most of us can even imagine. While some live relatively simple lifestyles, others spend lavishly on everything from private jets and super yachts to rare art and island getaways. Today, we're taking a look at the top 10 richest people in the world according to the latest data and exploring how they choose to spend their massive fortunes. Before we move on with the video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and press the bell icon so you never miss any updates. Let's get back to the video. Number 10, Steve Ballmer, $83.4 billion.
Iced tea, iced tea, iced tea.
Iced tea.
Iced tea.
The former Microsoft CEO may be retired, but he's kept himself busy as the owner of the Los Angeles Clippers NBA team, which he purchased for an incredible $2 billion in 2014. Ballmer has a passion for basketball and hasn't been afraid to invest heavily in the team through high-priced player acquisitions and top coaches. Off the court, he owns an impressive real estate portfolio, including a $59 million house in Hunts Point, Washington. Number 9, Julia Koch and Art family, $65 billion. After the passing of her husband David Koch in 2019, Julia inherited a 42% stake in Koch Industries, one of the largest privately held businesses in the world. The Kochs are known for their conservative political influence, donating heavily to Republican candidates and causes. They also run the charitable David H. Koch Foundation, which has a focus on medical research, arts and culture, and education. Number 8, Michael Bloomberg, $76 billion. The former NYC mayor and presidential candidate has a sprawling real estate portfolio, including homes in Colorado, Bermuda, London, and NYC. However, Bloomberg's biggest expenditures have been philanthropic. He has donated over $10 billion to causes like gun control, climate change, and education initiatives. One of his latest projects is funding the Green Ridge Revitalization in Kansas, aiming to create a new model for urban neighborhood renewal. Number 7, Carlos Slim Helú, $76.1 billion. This Mexican business magnate has made savvy telecom investments to build his massive fortune. While he avoids many luxuries, Slim does own an extensive and valuable art collection featuring pieces by Rodin, Picasso, and Renoir. He's also invested over $100 million to support construction projects and museums in Mexico City, where he resides. Number 6, Larry Page, $90.7 billion.
We started just looking at things like YouTube. Can we understand YouTube? But we actually ran machine learning on YouTube and it discovered cats just by itself. And that's an important concept.
The Google co-founder hasn't been flashy about spending his billions, but he did make headlines in 2011 for purchasing a $45 million super yacht called Sensors. Page has invested heavily in vertical aviation startups through his company Kitty Hawk with the goal of creating an all-electric air transportation system. He's also putting funds into life extension research, no surprise for a techie from Silicon Valley. Number 5, Sergey Brin, $89.1 billion. Brin's fellow Google founder is another low-key billionaire who values his privacy. However, some of his biggest splurges include a $38 million ultra-modern home in Los Altos Hills and a $73 million fighter jet. Like Page, Brin has put money into experimental technologies like lab-grown meat through his cashew-based venture Preserve. The longtime friends clearly share an interest in Silicon Valley's most ambitious future projects. Number 4, Bill Gates.
The good news is that the faster we improve health, the faster family size goes down.
You didn't think we'd forget about Bill Gates, did you? The Microsoft co-founder has transitioned to full-time philanthropist mode after stepping down from the company. His massive fortune is gradually being distributed through the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, which focuses on global health initiatives, education, and climate change solutions, among other causes. While he hasn't been one for wild spending, Gates did reportedly pay over $30 million for a 525 square foot mansion in California. Number 3, Jeff Bezos, $146 billion.
I want to thank every Amazon employee and every Amazon customer.
Amazon's founder and former CEO has handled his fortune a bit differently. Bezos has spent lavishly on real estate acquisitions like his $165 million Beverly Hills compound and $78 million fixer-upper in Hawaii. He's invested heavily in his space company Blue Origin with its goal of space tourism. Bezos also made headlines in 2013 when he paid $250 million to acquire the Washington Post, signaling his interest in the media world. Number 2, Bernard Arnault, 211 billion.
I think we want to show that it's possible for big organizations, for large companies, to be close to startups.
This French businessman heads up the luxury goods conglomerate LVMH, which owns iconic brands like Louis Vuitton, Dior, and Tiffany & Co. Arnault isn't shy about living the high life himself, owning multiple estates and vineyards across France. He reportedly paid $125 million for an unfinished LA mega mansion, along with acquiring an insane $195 million tech supernova mega yacht. Clearly no old money conservatism for this ultra-rich titan. While reveling in the finer things, Arnault also hasn't hesitated to flex his wealth through jaw-dropping acquisitions. In 2019, LVMH purchased iconic American jeweler Tiffany & Co. for over $16 billion. More recently, in 2022, the company acquired a 60% stake in Off-White LLC, the modern luxury fashion house founded by the late Virgil Abloh. Such power moves cement Arnault's conglomerate as a dominant force shaping global luxury trends. Number 1. Elon Musk.
I am not evil, I just misunderstood.
The world's current wealthiest person is also one of the biggest spenders. Musk has put billions into his companies Tesla and SpaceX as he pursues his vision for sustainable energy and multi-planetary living. His real estate holdings include multiple California properties worth tens of millions, while he's also pampered himself with extravagances like a $70 million private jet. But perhaps Musk's most indulgent purchase was his $44 billion buyout of Twitter, sparking controversy while giving him control of a global social media platform. Musk hasn't shied away from flaunting his wealth through memorable stunts as well. In 2018, he gained attention by launching his cherry red Tesla Roadster into space aboard a SpaceX rocket. More recently, he engaged in a public feud with fellow billionaire Mark Cuban over strategies for fighting artificial intelligence risk. While his ambitions and antics often raise eyebrows, Musk's immense fortune allows him to operate by his own eccentric rules as he tries to revolutionize multiple industries simultaneously. Only time will tell which of his many billion-dollar bets will ultimately pay off. From luxury mansions, yachts, and private jets to philanthropic causes and futuristic tech companies, the ultra-rich certainly know how to spend their billions in unique ways. Some embrace a flashy lifestyle, while others take a more modest approach to living despite their vast resources. But nearly all find ways to pursue their passions and vision for changing the world for better or worse. What would you do if you suddenly became one of the wealthiest people on Earth? That's something we can all daydream about while watching our latest video on the lavish spending habits of the world's top billionaires. If this video was helpful to you, let us know what you think about this video in the comment section below. Also, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss any future updates. Thank you so much for watching.